Hello everyone, it's Fezi here, back with another video. So on this channel, we like to put things into perspective. You see, on a spectrum where you have two opposing ends, you can talk about one extreme without talking about the other extreme. So a few weeks ago, I posted a video here to say these are the 5 cheapest universities here in the UK. Now, if you have cheaper universities, it means you have expensive universities, right? So in this video, I want to talk about 5 expensive universities here in the UK. Now, let me put it this way, because what I realized is, I just can't talk about the cheaper side of things without talking about the expensive side of things. Somehow, for you to appreciate the cheaper side of things, you should know how high things can go or how high things are, right? So in this video, what I'll do is I'll go through 5 universities as I did in the other video. If you haven't watched that video, you can go watch it here. Actually, let me put it this way. If you are an international student who wants to study here in the UK, and what you're looking for is you're either looking for a scholarship or maybe you don't have enough finances for you to study here in the UK, I would say go and see these universities, the cheaper universities that I've talked about, because they are more affordable. Let me put it that way. Because the ones that I'm about to talk about in this video, guys, if you look at the fees, wow, it's just a lot. But now let me put it this way: the universities that I'll talk about in this video, you realize that they're even one of the highest ranked universities now. So yeah, let me not waste much of your time. Let me go and show you some of the most expensive universities here in the UK. So I don't think I'll do this in order, but what I'll do is also, let me put it this way for you to understand how these things work. If you're looking for cheaper universities or affordable universities, apart from the ones that I said in the previous video, I'll say look for universities in the least expensive cities, because in those cities, that's where you'll find the least expensive master's courses or universities. Let me put it that way. Okay, so let's start with the first one. Maybe you already know what the first one is, but the first one is the University of Cambridge. Now, they are not in any order, but I'll just show you randomly. So this is the first uni. So University of Cambridge or Cambridge, depending on where you did your primary school or your preschool, right? Yeah, but anyway, so what we'll do in this video is, as I did in the previous video, what I was doing is I was checking for a course and then I was looking at the fee structures, right? So in this video, I'll do the very same thing to say, this is a university and these are some of the fee structures. So we're here at on the page of University of Cambridge. These are good universities, guys. If you have the money or if you can find yourself in these universities, I would say please do whatever it takes for you to come and be in these universities. All right. So University of Cambridge, let's say you want to study a master's. Let's find a course here. Okay, let's just accept these. So let's say you want to study, let's check finance. I think in the other video I was checking finance or something else, right? Masters, I think that's what I was checking. Okay, now we have finance here. So masters taught 12 months, right? So let's click this one. Let's see how much this one costs. Okay, so they're giving us the stats and everything, but where do we find the fees? Okay, here we are. Fees and funding. I don't know if you're seeing what I'm seeing. I don't know if you're seeing where the cursor is, but it says the tuition fees for the 2025 to 2026 Masters of Finance program intake are a whopping £57,850 plus an application fee of 120. Wow. So if you look at the ones that I showed you in the previous videos, the fees was around 17 or around what? Yeah, around 17, around I think there was one that was around 12. So let's just simply do simple mathematics here to say this one says 57 850 less the other one. Let's just say it was 18,000, right? Or let's just say 18,500. Wow, so there's a difference of nearly 40,000 pounds. Well, that should tell you a lot about University of Cambridge. So if you can, if possible, if you have the money, go and do your studies at University of Cambridge. And let me just say this: this video is not being sponsored by any of the universities that I've mentioned in this video, but I'm just doing a comparison. As you remember, I did a video to do with the cheapest universities. Now I'm doing these expensive. Wow, interesting to see. So this one is 57,000, but yeah, so you also put in the living expenses and everything. So we estimate an average basic living costs for a full-time student without dependents to be around 19,000. Wow, that's a lot. So yeah, tells you a lot about the school itself and the course itself. I think one of the key stats that they wrote, they said people that start here are able to get a job. 84% are employed within 4 months. Wow, that's really good. So that's the first university that will do. So that's the first university. Now, the second university is Imperial College London. So let's look at it. So here we are. So let's see what the fees structures are. Let's look at the same finance. So yeah, this one. Let's see where the fees structures are. Okay, we're here. All right. Okay. Okay. I don't know if you can see what I'm seeing, but it says the fees is £47,500. Now, if you do one for a placement, it goes to 49,000. Now, this is a lot of money compared to the ones that I showed you in the cheapest ones, right? So you can tell there's a difference of maybe um, what around maybe the other one was a difference of uh 39,000. This one would be a difference of maybe around 29,000 or so, which is a lot of money. So but as I said, it tells you a lot about the uni itself. These are well ranked universities. Okay, so if you have the money, you might as well come and check it here. But if you don't have the money, maybe check the other video that I did. All right. Okay, so let's go to the third video. So the third, sorry, let's go to the third university. So the third university is University of Oxford. Let's look it up. Here we go. So as I said, this is not in any order, but yeah, let's just look at the courses. Where do we find the courses here? So postgraduate studies, where is it? Anyway, let me just go on the course fees and funding. Anyway, maybe before we go there, let me just search MSc financing, MSc in finance. Okay, so MSc in financial economics, but maybe I should go to the page that shows the actual courses. Post undergraduate, graduate. Let's search here. Courses A to Z. So let me just write finance. See what comes. Okay. We'll just take this one, financial economics, and let's look at the fees structures. So yeah, first time being on this page, so I think everything is new for me as well. All right, so let's look at the masters in financial economics. So it may be different, but then let's just look at the fees itself. So this one is 59,360 pounds. That's a lot, guys. That's nearly 60,000 pounds. That's a lot of money. But if you do your school at the University of Oxford, you have high chances, right? So this is a fees 59,360, right? So let's go to the fourth university. So the fourth university is University College London. So University um, College London. Okay, so here we are. So on this one, we'll also check the courses and see what they have in terms of the fees. First time being on this page as well. Let's see what they have. Okay, so let's see. Let me just check. Let's say finance. Okay, they have a finance master's finance. Okay, let's go for this one. So the fees itself, as an international student, is not different from the UK students. So the fees for this one is 47,100. Wow, that's a lot of money. A whole lot of money. A whole lot of money. I don't think I have much to say instead of say apart from saying a lot of money. But as I said, these are really good universities. If you find time, not only time, if you find money, because I mean you can have time, but not the money. So if you have money, make sure you come and study at these universities. Now the last school that we check is the London School um, of Economics. This one as well. Let's check it out and see the fee structures. Okay, program content. Let's see here. So, okay, first time being on this page as well. Let's see how we can maneuver on this page. Let me just see if I can simply search Masters in Finance. Okay, yeah, so we have this one. Oops, an error there. Oops, sorry, but this page you're looking for cannot be found. Let's see what other page. Okay, this one is opened. So let's look at the fees for this one. Okay, so this one depends on the levels. So pretty much, let's see on the table for fees 2025. Or structured. Let's search the finance one. Okay, so here we go. The masters in finance full time is £48,500. So regardless of whether you're a UK student or an overseas student, the price or the cost is just the same. Wow, that's a lot. So yeah, that's it, guys. So as I said, so today I wanted us to look at the other extreme end of universities here in the UK. Because I talked about cheap universities here in the UK. Now I've talked about the expensive universities here in the UK. But as I said, these are really good ranked universities. Now, if you have the money, make sure you do come and study at these universities. But if you don't have the money, check the other video, right? Because it's good to have dreams too. I want to study in the best UK universities. It's really good to have dreams, but also in those dreams, it's really good to be realistic. Because guys, you've seen the money, yeah? You've seen the money, yeah? It's a lot of money. That's a whole lot of money. So you may start to think, should I really go do school? Or maybe I should invest this in business. But anyway, uh, if you want to do school, you may want to check the other video that I did for cheaper universities, or this one if you have found something interesting. But yeah, I thought I would just kind of like share both sides of the coin instead of just saying, oh, these are the cheaper, well ranked, or affordable. Let me use that word, affordable universities. But we also have the expensive one. Or maybe let me put it this way. Now that you have seen the expensive ones, I'm sure this makes sense why we have the affordable ones, right? I love you guys. That's why I had to do this video for you to understand why I did the other video on the cheaper universities. But yeah, I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace.